Hi everybody, and welcome back to Sorta Like Golf. Today we're going to be talking about how you can still break 100 even if you don't play that well. So this round,
Shoot, daggone it. That is a drag.
I only play okay and somehow still break 100. So we'll talk about how I did that and how you can do it too. Today's round is at Gunpowder Golf Club in Laurel, Maryland, which is a full-sized 18. Playing from the red tees, which is going to come into our discussion here in a little bit. First shot pushed off to the right a little bit, ended up in this rough in the trees, but it actually gave me a pretty great line in, so I'm using my hybrid to just kind of pop the ball through there. Turned out to be a fantastic shot. Went right around that tree branch, ended up right on the green. Gave me a good shot. I'm having a little bit of an issue trying to get above the hole on those. But first par of the day, first hole of the day. You can't ask for a better start than that, and that's fantastic. Really, really psyched about that. So here we go on hole number 2. Another long, kind of wide fairway. Kind of push it out to the right again. So, I don't think it's going to be an issue finding the ball because it's kind of open over there, but still, another good lucky look into the green. So using that hybrid one more time and just kind of giving it a half swing to keep it low and pop it through there and get it not on the green but really close enough to putt. So this putt kind of goes out of sight a little bit, but man, it turned out fantastic from that distance. Left me with a par putt of only a few feet.
Nice.
So 2 pars in a row for the first 2 holes of the day. Listen, one of the keys to breaking 100 is to get a few pars, and if you can do it early on the round, even better. So for this hole, there's a creek down there, so I just took a 6 to kind of position myself to not even flirt with that and get it to where I could get a good second shot in, which I do. But I totally skull that shot, and it's hard to see here, but I actually bounced the ball over the bridge up onto the hill there, so it didn't go into the creek, it went on the bridge. The ground was really tight. It was really tight, you guys, on this, and so I had a hard time getting clean shots on it. Chipper comes into play. It's still one of my favorite clubs, and ended up with a putt. So here I try to get on the high side, which I do. But to get on the high side, I had to hit it a little bit too hard, and it rolled way past where I wanted it to be. Luckily, this is a par 5, so still have a shot at bogey. Almost. But you know what? I'll take a double on that hole, especially after duffing that one shot off the hard lie. The good news is, I didn't get a triple there, which is fantastic. There's a little, very short par 3, but it's uphill, and kind of gives you a little bit of a problem with that hill. I didn't hit that perfectly. It went off to the right, but still gave me a shot into the green, so that's good. Just trying to chip this up here and get it close to the hole if possible. Yeah, it looks pretty good from here. Let's see once we get up there. Not too bad. I thought that would break down the hill a little more, but I got the distance pretty much perfect. So easy bogey, which, if you can shoot bogeys, you're going to break 100. So this is a pretty difficult par 4. You're going across a giant pond. You can't see, it's just right out of the vision there. But I got a really nice drive on this. It went all the way to the top of the hill, which is what I was trying to do, and it stayed close to the fairway. It went a little bit right, but pretty close. But this darn hard lie got me again, and I got a bad contact with that. Same thing. The chipper sculled through that thing and knocked it way past the green. I was obviously visibly upset. So trying to get back to the hole. This time I got all of it. Didn't get on the green, though. Overshot the green. It's like everything but the green on this hole. And, of course, now I'm, really late, and the people from behind me are trying to come up on me and stuff, so I'm just kind of going as fast as possible, and I missed an easy putt. That's what hitting way past the green will do for you. So this drive was a great drive, and I saw it bounce, but it ended up over in those woods, and I couldn't find the ball, even though it was bright orange. So I took my hybrid and got up close to the green again. Now look at this putt. Really long, but the distance on that was absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
Giving me a way to get a double on this, even though I lost a ball, which is fantastic. That's a great, great result for that. This is a long par 5, but I got a really nice lick on this.
That is going to be good.
So easy chip in with the pitching wedge to get onto the green here. It lands right on the green, and the greens were so hard that it just popped right off of there.
Oh, gosh.
That was really disappointing. Still not too bad of a lie here, so using the chipper to get it up and get it close if possible, and this time it comes through for me in a big way, leaving me with only this for the par. All right, there's another par to rack up. Trying to get those in the bank. So we got a really short par 3 here, but it's going over this giant water again. So I made sure it went, and it ended up on the backside of the green there. Now, it's hard to tell from this, but this is straight down the hill. If you hit this too hard, it is gone, and it's down into that pond. So I barely hit it. Leaks down, stop. It did. So this should be an easy par. And it lips out. You can't make this up. But still, bogey. I mean, that should have been a par, though. My Lord. All right. Finishing up the front 9. I love this fairway because you literally can't miss it. I mean, it's gigantic. You just hit it as hard as you can. So going up to the hill, the issue is that you can't really see the green from here. So trying to judge it just from distance and the tip of the flag. Ended up with a decent shot, but I pushed it off to the right a little bit. So using the chipper again here. And I just completely messed that up. I got so lucky that it ended up on the green. Again, another really long putt for par. Looks like it's way off, but boy, did I judge this one perfectly. Look at this next shot.
Thank you.
Even I am not missing this one. So a great bogey on that, given that the chipper went so horribly awry. Another big wide fairway. Hard to mess this up, but I topped it and messed it up. So I just went down in that little area down there on the left. And check it out. Found another friend. This is the second week in a row I've got a little gopher friend. This guy didn't want to play. He was out of here. So this was some seriously thick rough, and I was really stressing it. But, did a little grass cutting for my practice shot, and now I'm just concentrating on getting a solid strike on this. And I pushed it off to the right a little bit, but I got all of it, and it ended up in a pretty good spot for me. Just right to the right of the green. So I'm trying to deal with these hard lies again. I keep topping this ball or striking through it, but this one I got a lot better finesse on, and it landed right up on the green. So giving me a par putt. I mean, you can't fight with that. But gosh, did I get this read wrong? I really thought that was going to be a straight on putt. The green looked really level, but obviously it wasn't. So for this one, I wanted to make sure I took my time and lined it up really good because I really wanted this bogey. I didn't want to have a repeat of what happened on that par 3. There we go. It tried to lip out, but it didn't do it.
I think that was a pretty decent bogey save, honestly.
Now on this hole, this is a crazy hole because if you get in any of the left area or the right, but especially the left where that red is, it goes way down the hill and makes it way harder. So I know my own shot shape, which is a left to right. So I got a really nice lick on this, and it went over to the right. Perfect positioning. Chip this guy up, and just didn't quite give it enough on the hill, but really, close to the green. Again, I'm having trouble with getting it off of this really tight lies and keeping it up on the high side of the hole. But look, I'm still in position for a bogey. Let's make this bogey and get out of here. There we go. This par 3 is crazy. If you go to the left, it's gone. Like, really gone. It's on a little platform up there.
Didn't hit that exactly right, but it stayed up there.
So I landed over the right. This is it looks easy, but it wasn't because of the way the ball was landing on these the tight greens, and I got way too much of it again.
Shoot, daggone it.
I usually don't show emotion in these, but
Okay, incredibly lucky.
I got so lucky on that for not running down the hill. And of course I was mad that it happened, and my emotions got a little bit much of me on that. But actually, this is a pretty fantastic putt right here. It's unlucky not to go in. Still, getting a 5 on a par 3 is never fun, especially when I was in position to get it up on the green.
The chipper is failing me today. Might have to switch up a little bit.
All right, I missed my tee shot on this hole, but it was decent. I'm right off of the fairway. Ugh, uphill lies.
Those uphill lies, they kill me. Gotta really practice that.
So here's another uphill lie on a very tight, dry ground. And while I got all of it, I just didn't give it enough. So the issue I'm having here is that I'm rushing. I need to get this part of my mental game down. This should have been a bogey instead of a double, but I was trying to go too fast and I was frustrated. Whenever I have a bad shot, I get frustrated, and I've got to get that out of my game. So trying to get back on the bogey train here, or maybe par, but let's try for bogey here. Really good drive. So 73 out, should be easy chip onto the green, and this turns out to be a really nice chip. Lands right on the green and rolls up,
Okay.
leaving me without, a birdie putt, which is always fantastic. So my goal here is to get it really close or get it in. Realistically, from 30 feet, you want to just get it close. I left it a little bit in that knee knocker distance, so gotta put this in. And I, for once, took a step back, didn't rush this, and really assessed what I was looking at here. This was an important putt for me because I'm trying not to kind of go into a death spiral after that par 3 and missing a few chunks and things like that. So here we go. Let's see if we can get this one. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, that feels a lot better.
That's the kind of hole you need to really get back into the game when you're having a little bit of a down piece. This was a great drive over the top of that hill on a par 5. Left me in a good spot right on the edge of the fairway. So I'm going to take this 5 wood and try and get it as close down there as I can. Again, another really nice shot. And you'll see me trying to watch where the ball goes because it kind of funnels into the middle of the fairway. And I got a great bounce, and it bounced down and kept rolling towards the green into the middle of the fairway.
Okay, that turned out to be a great shot.
This should be a super easy 65-yard pitch. If you'll notice, I'm on a little bit of an upslope. And it totally messed me up. I have got to practice those upslopes. Now watch my second swing there was absolutely perfect. I don't know why I couldn't do that the first time. So back to the chipper again. This time I got all of it. It was great.
Almost chipped it in. And then it goes off the green.
It almost went in the hole, but then it kept going because the greens were so hard. So again, I keep going on the low side on these putts, but it's difficult to get it on the high side sometimes. That was just a heartbreaker. I can't believe that broke the way it did.
That is a drag.
Okay, this hole is really difficult. Again, if you hit in the red areas, you're done. So you're trying to get it up on top of that hill. You'll see why in just a second. I managed to get up there, and it's complete death anywhere but straight on this because the green is set up on a giant plateau, and if you miss it on the right, it's just gone. It's gone probably about 30, 40 feet straight down. So I got a really good lick on this, and it went dead straight. Talk about relief. All right, here we go. Perfect position. For some reason, I tried an 8 instead of my normal putter on this. Huge error. So now this thing's rocketing towards the edge I was just telling you about. Somehow hung onto the edge of the green. But still, now it's left me with a super long, crazy putt to get back. And of course, I'm super frustrated, so I rush it and don't hit the ball, which leads me to another not makeable putt. So yeah, this hole should have been a par at worst, and now I'm on shot 5. That should have been my my shot 2 shots ago. Here's a little par 3. I tried a different camera angle that didn't quite work out, so sorry about that. I ended up giving this a little bit too much club and getting past the green. So not trying to chip up, but the lie was really bad, and I didn't get even close to what I needed. Also, I was afraid of hitting it too far because it's a very sloped green. So this leaves me with a par putt that is going, almost. Just didn't quite give it enough. But an easy bogey to kind of get ready to end around. Listen, I don't know what to tell you.
The back 9 has doomed me. Daggone it. Disappointing, but that's okay. It's just golf. You know, here's the thing. I can feel myself getting tired. Like, my concentration is not what it was at the beginning, and, you know, walking up and down these hills gets to you a little bit. I think it really is a factor. But, look, no excuse for missing that putt.
All right, last hole of the day. Let's see if we can get a good drive going here. Right down the pike. That was a really nice drive.
I'll take that for the last drive of the day.
Okay, 73, straight up. There's a bunker right in front of the green, which I'm trying to avoid. So I got to get a good lick on this. And I do, but I don't give it quite enough. It doesn't quite make the green, which will come into play here in a second. So I'm in this really nasty lie on the rough, kind of on the downslope on the edge of this green. And it catches the end of my chipper and pulls it so that it doesn't even come close to the hole, which is super disappointing. Still, putt for par. Let's see if we can sink this. It looks like it's going to be fine, but, you know, I was trying to keep it above, and it just knocks it too far past the hole. So I need some tips on that. I have to do some research on that. Another 3-putt, which is not how you want to score.
Next time.
I don't keep score during the round, but believe it or not, I broke 95 on this round, and it's due to a few factors. So the first one is limiting triples. I only have 1 triple today, so I didn't panic completely and have giant blow-up holes. That's really, really important. The second thing is having a short memory. I didn't do a super great job at this, but I did okay. You can't dwell on your past mistakes. You got to get some pars and hopefully get them early in the round before you get tired, because it's harder to get them as you get tired when the round keeps going through. And finally, play the correct tees, you guys. If you're playing again and again and again from the whites or the blues and can never break 100, you need to move up. Just forget about what people are going to say. Just do it. You'll enjoy the game of golf so much more. Anyway, keep swinging. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Thanks again.